Well, good day my friends, it's your old pal Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said great. As you can see, we are in the great state of Georgia today, and if all works out well, we will be going back in time. We will feel like we are back in, for me anyway, 1986. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. I don't know if we'll get there in the daylight, but it won't really matter because where we're going to be inside. Strawberries on that motorcycle? Yep. Definite small town vibes here. I love it. All right, we are almost to the town. We've been to this town before because it's the hometown of Ty Cobb, and we might stop and see some Ty Cobb stuff too, but what I want to see is a blast from the past at Pizza Hut. And here's our welcome sign. By golly, I was hoping I would find my way back here. I've already vlogged Ty's life here and everything, but he's a big part of Royston. He donated a lot of his money because he invested money in General Motors and Coca-Cola. He left a lot of it to this town, and just about everything in town is named after him. It's Cobb because he wanted his family, his parents, to be remembered. Let's go look around town a little bit. He's actually buried in here, so maybe we'll stop in and visit him real quick. He's very easy to find. He's the biggest mausoleum straight in the back. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. One of the greatest hitters, greatest base stealers, base runners, fielders. This guy could really do it all. Lifetime batting average of, I want to say 385, something like that. But he left a lot of his money here because his father was a state senator and his mother accidentally killed his father. Apparently his father suspected his mother of cheating on him and came to kind of spy one night, and she thought he was a prowler and shot him. And so Ty was always wanted by his father to be a lawyer or doctor, so since he ended up becoming the greatest baseball player of his day, he left his money in their honor. They clean this off very regularly. I've left baseballs here before and it was empty then, so we'll just visit him. He's right off to that side. There he is. He was a hard-nosed player, no doubt about it, but he got good results. His teams were winners. He played 22 years and even was player manager at the end of his career. And since we're running out of daylight, I want to go by the library on our way and show you the statues there. If you look up at the water tower, Ty Cobb's even on the water tower here. So we're over at the Royston Public Library. There's the sign for it right there, and you can actually see the Pizza Hut sign right on the other side of the building over there. But what I wanted to show you is if you come to the right out front of the Royston Public Library, take a look at everything they have up here dedicated to Ty. So it says, Ty Cobb moved to Royston as a youth when his father got a teaching position. Here he was playing town ball for the Royston Reds at age 14 and was in the minors at age 17. He first played with the Augusta Tourists, then with the Anniston, Alabama Noblemen, before signing with the Detroit Tigers at the age of 18. In his 24-year career, from 1905 to 1926 with Detroit and 1927 through 28 with Philadelphia, he amassed 90 records and was a charter member of the Baseball Hall of Fame at Cooperstown the first inducted in 1936. His lifetime batting average of .367 was still the record 7 decades later. He hit .323 his last year when he was 41. In 1995, he still had the record for scoring the most runs with 2,245. He was the second in hits with 4,191 and triples with 297. He remained in the top 5 in records for RBIs, doubles, extra base hits, total bases, and stolen bases. He also ranked second in career doubles for an outfielder with 107 for over 67 years. Wow. He had a place in Lake Tahoe, California, but always called Royston home and helped establish the hospital here. That is true. They had 2 hospitals here and he paid for it all to become one. And so they have this amazing statue to him sliding in. And they have a great museum here. Last time I was here, they said that they were building a bigger one. So maybe by now that's the case. But they had a lot of stuff in there, and they had, one of the things I didn't know about him was that he was an avid hunter in the off season because he would wear weighted boots and go out hunting all the time to strengthen his legs for baseball season. There he is. That is an amazing statue. And they have some of his records. Looks like actually some of the front things are falling apart. But over here they have, get a full 360 view. They have some of his accomplishments here. It says Tyrus Raymond Cobb, known as the Georgia Peach, charter member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, leading batsman of all Major League history with .367 average, 4,191 hits. That wasn't broken until Pete Rose. But then they have something akin to what you might see at someone's gravesite, this amazing Georgia Peach statue here. Now let's head over to Pizza Hut and talk about Book It. So if you're looking for one of these, while you're out and about, look for the old Pizza Hut sign and look for it to say Pizza Hut Classic. When is the last time we saw a Pizza Hut look like this? That is so freaking cool. I can't wait to get in there and order something. I haven't eaten all day just to savor and enjoy this moment. Because this was a big deal when you were a kid in the 80s. If you remember Book It, Pizza Hut participated in this program through schools where if you read a certain number of books per month, your teacher, if you could prove to your teacher through either a little book report or a note from your parents that you read the number of books you needed to, they would give you a signed paper and you would come to Pizza Hut, you would give it to the people up at the counter, and a manager would bring you out a personal pan pizza. They would bring you out a button to put on your shirt and a star, and it was just awesome. And I just can't wait to experience an old Pizza Hut all over again since I was a kid. Wonder if they'll have the Pac-Man and Excite Bike. Yeah, that was one of the highlights to coming, was playing the few games they had. Oh man, they even have the salad bars. Classic. I mean, literally classic. I am in heaven. I only wish Katie could be here. Look at this. How freaking neat is that? All the old lights, the old advertisements. And to me, Pizza Hut was one of the few places that's really never lost its flavor. Where Little Caesars used to be good when we were kids and Domino's used to be good. And then they quit being good for a long time. But even when I have Pizza Hut now, I still love it. So there we go, there's Book It. Remember that? Yeah. Those were so cool. So when you would come in here, they would put a a star up here, and then you'd get another star every month. You'd get a star, and then you'd put that like on your backpack, or you'd wear it around on your shirt. It's always a fun time. I mean, when you're a kid, the thing about this was that this was like a business that was started by two brothers, and they almost couldn't even start it. Their mother put money in, and within the first year they were already franchising, and then a year later they came up with a personal pan pizza, and they had a president whose son had a reading problem. There's the original. And so in the 80s, President Reagan asked for businesses to come up with a way to help with some of the problems in the world, and Pizza Hut decided that they wanted to help with kids reading, and so that's where Book It came from. They said that they actually thought, you know, if we offer kids a free meal, maybe it'll inspire them to read, and then they'll realize that they love reading, and that's exactly what happened. They did this, and they found that more often than not, the kids would read more than the books that they had to, and they would even offer a pizza party to school, like classes, if every kid met the requirement. So it's a really cool program, and it actually continues on to this day. So let's order some food. All right, I just put my order in, and we're gonna sit over here in the awesome retro booth. So as soon as you walk in, also look for this. All the classics I read had these plaques where it says, my brother and I opened the first Pizza Hut in Wichita, Kansas. Nothing but a dream and 600 bucks borrowed from our mother. Since then, we've become one of the world's best known brands. The Pizza Hut Classic celebrates our heritage with a design that's reminiscent of our original dine-in restaurant. It reminds us of the Pizza Hut where generations of Americans first fell in love with the pizza. We're so happy to have you here, and we hope you fall in love all over again. Dan Carney. So I didn't realize this on the wall is actually their theme song. Putt Putt, never heard it. Putt Putt to Pizza Hut. So I was asking some questions. I was like, hey, do you guys normally have the salad bar open? They were telling me right now they're in the process of getting the video games. They're gonna go over here, and they're gonna get some TVs that go in here as well. And they said if they can get business up, that's the problem, is just getting people to know about this place. But if they said if they can get business up, then they can start doing the salad bar and doing all that stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. For now, they do have this game, which is nice. Check out that old sign. Those are great. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things about coming to Pizza Hut, so I love that they've already thought of it, was that they used to have a sit-down, like a table version video game, and on one side, at least where the Pizza Hut I went to, one side was Pac-Man, and the other side was Excite Bike. I wonder if they'll decide to go back to the old uniforms. They said this used to actually be a corporate Pizza Hut, but now it's a franchise, and I believe the guy who, or the company that franchised this one, is responsible for all the classics that I told you about. Katie and I always joke about how much we'd love to have one of these for our house somewhere. I'm doing the dine-in experience. How can you not? If Thai COBB doesn't bring you to Royston, this place should. God, I miss seeing the architecture of these places. Like, this one is exactly like that. I'm excited for the food, but I have no concerns because, like I said, I really feel like even though Pizza Hut's been sold, I don't really feel like they're one of the pizza companies whose flavor has ever changed. Is there any chance you guys are going to go to the crazy uniforms that are in that picture over there? The red.
I don't think so.
Are you a fan of working in the this retro version?
Well, I just started, and it's actually really good. I love it.
Good. I was gonna say, this is like what I grew up with when I was a kid, so it's really cool to see some of these are back.
Yeah.
And there you can see right there on their sign, it says, "We value our customers. Exciting things are coming soon." They do have a Pepsi embossed mug here, or glass. But I wonder if they're gonna go with the old red ones. Do you remember those? I remember That was one of my favorite things, the drinking cups that were like, they were red and they said Pizza Hut on the side. There we go, there it is. Got a medium mushroom sausage and pepperoni because that's what I always got as a kid, because that's what my dad always ordered, and I just was always conditioned, almost like riddling off a song, mushroom sausage pepperoni, mushroom sausage pepperoni. So there it is. Let's dig in. Doing the full experience. Look at all that gooey cheese. That's beautiful. I've been holding out for this all day. Beautiful. So good. Super hot because it's right out of the oven, but baby, that is beautiful. For me, when you do Pizza Hut, you gotta do pan style. That to me is just, yeah, they're doing a great job here. So people come here and check this place out so that they can get the pizza buffet going up here and the salad bar and all that stuff. And I mentioned they still do book it. They've been doing it for like over 40 years, and they were doing it all the way through COVID. That was one of the ways they were trying to promote for people, not just kids, but actually adults could, you know, check in, sign up, and they would give you a free personal pan pizza just for being a part of Book It and, you know, reading books. Even though I did not eat all day, I promise you, I did not eat anything, and it's 8:15 at night, and that's all the damage I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to finish that piece, but take the rest of that with me. Great job, Pizza Hut. This was a great stop. I'm really glad that I came and checked one of these out. I'll definitely come back. And there we have it. Georgia, you surprised me again. Never thought I would get to relive this little era of my life, but man, how fun it was. Everyone, you should come check out one of these locations. They have several, especially in the Florida, Alabama, Georgia, I think maybe even South Carolina area. Look for Pizza Hut Classic. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night, and goodbye.